Hey Jen, knock knock.
Who's there?
All of us.
All of us who?
That's it, Jen.
You have to finish it.
No, that's
All of us are
it.
here.
Have a seat on the couch, on the stool. My gosh. Welcome back to episode 2 of Potato Podcast. You guys, thanks for being on. Joe worked all day. He's very exhausted. Jen just did a 3-hour stream of Raw. It's definitely the Wrestlemania afters for them. I was telling Joe, this is like the day after Christmas, you know, when you're a little kid and you open all your gifts. And then like the next day you're like, like I feel like that's it. Joe had to work all day. You just did your 3-hour stream.
Yeah. Had to work, watch Raw. Now we're here.
Now we're here to chit chat a little bit. This one shouldn't be as long as the last one. I'll just ask the first question without going into detail. Which night was your favorite? Night 1 or night 2? Joe, I'll start with you.
Night 1. 100% night 1's my favorite.
Jen?
Mine was night 2, but I liked the main event of night 1 better.
Mine was also night 2 with the same thing. Penny, see, every time you guys didn't hear her one time in the like this,
Not
but
once.
now all like it's like she knows.
Just know she's yelling.
She's just like, you know what's so funny is you always make fun of Mega because one day we were playing and out of nowhere he goes, "Shut up, Butters." Like,
oh yeah.
And we were like, "What?"
Yeah.
But I'm always like, "Penny, shut up, be quiet, stop working, try to do something." Like, Ma, the meatloaf. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I actually had to watch night 2 on my phone at work. Luckily I was working the front. Doing the old checking in of the patients. So I was like listening to a lot of it. Don't tell my boss. I'm already on thin ice there. One of my coworkers is watching this. Don't tell her. I know it. You're watching. Don't tell her. Don't tell Blanca. So first match, Jen's boy, Jay, night 1. What would you guys rate that? 1 out of 10. We're gonna do like Keith Lee. 1 out of 10.
That is easily the best match of the night.
It was a good match.
That is easily the best match of the night. Compared to the main event, it was leagues better than the main event.
The main event of night 1 or 2?
Night 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What would you rate it though? What'd you give it? 7? 10?
What, for night 2?
For Jay.
Jay.
For Jay
Oh,
and Gunther's.
8 out of 10.
What about
8
you,
out
Jen?
of 10. I feel like it could have gone longer.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.5 just because Gunther tapped out way too quick. That threw me off, and it could have been longer, but it was a good match. I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
Taco, please.
Yeah, you know what? I could also bump it down to like a half point as well because it wasn't the main event, because Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble and he earned the right to be a main event spot in WrestleMania, which he wasn't. He was the opening match of WrestleMania, so yeah, it's easily 7 point. Yeah, I can agree. I'll bump it down just because of that reason. 7.5 out of 10. Like you said, Gunther tapped way too early and it could have gone longer.
Yep.
I give it a 7 literally because he tapped early. I think that was like a lot of people were like, "What?"
Yeah, he tapped immediately.
I feel like if he was playing DB, I feel like if he was playing DBD, that would have been the GG next, where you're just like, I don't want to go against this fucking Legion. I'm about to hop off. Like, it did not last long at the end. I feel like he could have held it longer, and he could have like actually went to sleep, where he's like, and they were like, that's it. I feel like that would have been like the versus a tap out. I think
I agree.
I think him going to sleep would have been like a
even tapping out after a while, you know, like him trying to get up, but then he taps out, and
like another
like, holy crap.
Yeah, another 10.
Yep.
Another tenner. agree. I did enjoy that match though. I was like, oh, he's going right into it.
And Jay actually showcased what he can do, so that was really cool. So
he hasn't had the ability or the opportunity to really showcase what he's able to do by himself for so many years because he's always been a tag team guy. So the fact he was able to showcase his own abilities at the main stage was huge. So I commend Jey Uso, and I'm happy he's world champion.
Yep.
I like that his brother came out at the end.
He didn't know he was going to be out there, and you can tell, and it's so cute. I loved that moment.
Yeah.
His belt.
That was a good moment.
His belt is. I like his belt. I like his plates on the side.
Yeah,
his plates bring a little bit. Brings a nice little pop to the world championship, kind of like how the Intercontinental title does with the blue accents. I like it. I dig it. I can get down with it.
I think Jen would like it better if he did a spinner on it.
Oh my god. Yes. Oh, yes, God. I would.
Yes.
You can tell Jen's new to wrestling if she says that.
I want a spinner belt.
I'm just gonna start throwing
like that.
I'm just gonna throw the random matches out there real quick. You know what I didn't get to watch and I didn't go back and watch was the New Day versus the War Raiders. I didn't go back and watch it at all. I forgot what I was doing. And then I was like, oops, and then I was like, I feel like it's okay.
It was a good match, but it was like it should have just been on Raw or something.
It
wasn't WrestleMania worthy.
Yeah, very skippable match for sure. Which is unfortunate too, because I love the War Raiders. I'm a huge fan of the War Raiders. But I have to agree, they didn't get they should have defended it on Raw because it was obviously the New Day was going to win the titles.
Yeah.
What would you guys say? I can't rate because I didn't watch, but Jen, what would you rate
5
it?
out of 10. 5
out of 10 for you.
5 out of 10. Average.
You, Jen?
I'm probably have to say the same because it wasn't a bad match. It just felt out of place. Like nothing happened. Like if Big E would have came back, which I was hoping for.
And that's what I was expecting too. I was hoping Big E was going to show up and cost them the chance for them to win the titles, but that didn't happen. He was at the pre-show. So
yeah,
cool.
It was a good match, but very meh.
Yeah.
I remember
very mid
when they turned their back on him, like Big E, like that whole thing on was it Raw? Was it Raw or SmackDown? I can't remember.
It was the Raw.
I remember Jen did a poll. I put so many points on it because I was like, yeah, like they're gonna turn their back, and everyone was like, no. I won so many points. It makes me so happy. I got so many points.
For the longest time, I thought Xavier was going to turn his back on Kofi, and then that whole thing was like, oh man, Kofi's a freaking heel. Dang! So I'm like, because Kofi's never been a heel until that. Kofi hasn't really been a heel, since he started wrestling. Since he started. I mean,
That's
the New Day had their little run as a heel like at the beginning of their the tag team run, but that really wasn't like heel-ish. They're still they were just trolling people, but they weren't like how they are now.
Right.
Which I love. I love what they're doing right now. I am a big fan of what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. But the War Raiders should have defended on Raw.
What about the El Grande Americano?
Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting him to win.
So as soon as I saw Rey Mysterio was hurt, and I found out Rey Fenix, big fan of Rey Fenix, by the way, I've been following his career for a long time. AAA, Lucha Underground, list goes on. AW. As soon as I found out that Rey Fenix was going to be a part of the show and be, a part of WrestleMania, I knew right then and there that Chad Gable was going to win. I knew that Grande Americano was going to win that match. So
I liked it.
It was hey.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was better than the tag team match, so I give it a 7.
Yeah, I give that a 7 too. And then the whole little I thought he really hurt himself at first. Did he hurt himself? No.
Who?
Who's that?
When he kicked him, and he put the plate under his thing, and he's like, my ankle.
It was a work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a work.
See, I like stuff like that where I'm like, wait, really? Wait, hold on.
Yeah, because Ray Phoenix still early in his WWE run. He's only been in the company for not even 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't going to get. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, but they're not going to give him his first win at WrestleMania. Nobody has ever gotten their very first win at WrestleMania, besides like Undertaker, or if you're like a big name in wrestling, like WWE. But when you're just coming into the company, fresh, people are just getting to know you. Yeah, you're not gonna win the champ. You're not gonna win WrestleMania.
I would. If
I wonder if Ray didn't get hurt, if we would have gotten an unmasking, and then that would have been the end of Grande Americano. Because I figured that's where it was going to end, but we're continuing. It's funny. It's a funny gimmick. I like it.
It is.
Just seemed off. So I wonder if they had to change some things up last minute.
It was definitely last minute because it happened on Friday. He got hurt on Friday, and then they announced it during like the pre-show or like the interviews. So it was a last minute decision, and they had to work with it. Yeah. Which is why that match was so short, because they didn't really have a lot to plan.
Right.
But yeah,
so I give it a
7 out of 10.
I give it
a 6.5.
I got a Charlie horse in my leg just now. I was like trying to I was like, I gotta get it out without standing up.
You handled it very well.
I was like, I feel like Ray Phoenix right now. It hurts. Oh my gosh. Oh, I liked the LA Knight and Jacob Fatu fight as well.
Super happy for Jacob.
Yeah.
So happy for Jacob Fatu, man. He is so deserving of that championship, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Super happy
to
for
heck
him.
with LA Knight.
I thought he was going to win for some reason. I thought he was going to win. Like, watching it, I was like, oh, maybe they're going to give it to him because people hate, like, you love to hate a bad guy. Like, like in soap, like if everyone's good or you get the outcome you come, like you will start to get bored. Like you need to hate people, like, to keep these it's like soap operas. Like there's my mom watches soap operas and I was forced to watch it.
Pretty much. Wrestling is pretty much a soap opera.
I know they need to hire General Hospital writers.
Look at Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is literally a soap opera.
Gosh, he is. Yeah, no, I like the Jacob fight. I definitely give that an 8.5. I think it was very entertaining. Definitely. It was fun to like watch them go all around. And as I was watching it, I didn't think he was gonna win. And then so when he won, I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for Jacob.
Yeah, I wanted Jacob.
8 out of 10 match.
I forgot who I picked on everybody. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on and be like, oh, I got this right. I was like, I don't remember who I picked. I just be talking in the moment. I don't even mean it half the time.
I had a perfect card prediction in night 1. So all my predictions I had were correct in night 1, but night 2 screwed up. Night 2 screwed up my perfect run because of 2 matches. The main event, obviously, and the AJ Styles and Logan Paul match. I thought AJ was going to turn heel. Never happened. So I'm like, well, there goes my perfect card.
I'm trying to stay night 1 to night 1. I almost jumped into the Logan Paul one, but I was like, no, I better wait. Naomi and Jade. I found moments where I was like, okay, hurry up and end it. And then after I felt that way, they did have moments where they were going where I was like, oh yeah, but then I wasn't I give it 7.5.
I'm giving it a 7. I was so hyped for that match, and it just did not fully deliver. I don't know. It was just something about it. It was kind of underwhelming for me.
The build-up was better than the actual match.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
What happened at the Elimination Chamber? What happened at the Elimination Chamber was better than the actual match.
Yeah. Yep.
It was easily the worst match of night 1. Easily.
Yeah.
It's a 4 out of 10 for me because there was many areas or spots that were botched. Specifically the electric chair into the flip over with the powerbomb, because I really thought Naomi broke her arm how she landed. But that was a sick move from Jade. I mean, that was cool and all, but Jade is very she's still learning, but she's very,
Wasn't she in AEW before this though?
she was in AEW, and she was known as botching a lot of moves because she was just getting into wrestling because she was she was an NCAA star before she started wrestling. So nobody was really training her properly in AEW, and then she got the call to WWE, and she pretty much was under Bianca Belair's, wing to learn, and it worked out great. It worked out great for her. But as a singles competitor, she's still showing a little bit of a. She's still showing a little bit of her greenhornness. Yes.
Yeah.
4 out of 10. I honestly believed Naomi could have held her own too. Naomi also had a couple botches as well. But yeah, easily the worst match, and easily one of the worst matches of the night. 4 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, and
Sadly.
I love Naomi. Like, I love her a lot. I remember it was not this Royal Rumble, but the last one. She stayed in the Royal Rumble so long, and I remember I wanted her to win. So I was like pretty bummed when she got like thrown out.
Yeah.
Then not this one, but the year before. I watched it actually with you and Sav, and I was like, oh, I really like in my head. I was like watching. I was like, oh, I want her to like stay in. I want her to stay in.
Yeah.
And then like when she got thrown out, I was like, damn, she lasted for so long. But I hope they I hope like this story I hope it's not over, and I hope they like get another chance and like another go at it.
Yeah,
I think
gonna happen. I believe. Yeah, something's gonna happen. I believe Bianca Belair is gonna also be involved in it as well. But we'll see. Friday, we still have Friday night. We still have Friday night, and all three of them are on SmackDown. So we shall see.
We'll see. Yep. Oh, you know what I noticed too is like I always feel bad for the women because like they're especially like beautiful women like them, like their fucking tits like kept almost falling out, and I was like, that has got to suck. You're like mid match and you're like, I gotta shove this in because I'm on TV. Like, Jimmy's gonna be mad if anybody sees these goodies. Like, you have to like shove them down, and then like I think like I was just like, oh, like they kept watching them like a lot of the times like they were having to like adjust, and also like I noticed like Tiffany and Charlotte Flair were having it to adjust too, which I always feel bad for them because like the men, they just like out there with the titties out all the time. Joe can just have his titties out right now. Jen, no, you get in trouble. You can't do that. Gotta keep it contained. Anyways, I felt bad for that because I was like, oh, dude, they keep having to like fix themselves, and I feel like it's like hindering the match a little bit for them because it's like, oh, we gotta make sure everything's good. I was talking so much shit in Jen's chat like night one because I was in there. Charlotte Flair.
She was.
So much crap. But I am happy that Tiffany won.
I'm very happy Tiffany won. I was like, they better not throw it. I'm saying in my head, they better not throw that title on Charlotte, or else I'm gonna be pissed. Because Stephanie deserves a Stephanie. Jesus.
I'm big man.
Where's your brain at?
No.
Who's
my
Stephanie?
Stephanie Fakir, that's where my brain's at. She was on freaking Raw. She was on Raw today, and she's still
spoiler.
You said you wouldn't care.
I know I don't care. I didn't know Joe was gonna watch. I didn't know if Joe was gonna watch Raw, so that's why I didn't watch Raw with you.
Watch Raw.
I didn't know, and I was like, I don't want to spoil because I didn't know if you're gonna wait till after this. I was like, oh, I don't know what he's gonna do, or he's gonna wait till this is done.
Stephanie Fakir's Bay. Anyway, Tiffany Stratton definitely deserved that win. But match in general is average at best.
It was so messy.
The girls didn't have good matches. They didn't have a good match either.
Charlotte did not give Tiffany her flowers that match. Charlotte should have carried her. Tiffany was pretty much holding her own. Like it felt very methodic because because I'm so used to seeing Tiffany move all over the place, go high risk and do all these crazy flips and stuff. Barely seen any of that. Even
they had no
Charlotte.
chemistry.
I mean, yeah. The first time those two have ever been in the ring together. I mean, Charlotte was pretty much out, with an injury through the times. Tiffany was still doing her thing, but the chemistry was not there. You've seen it. I mean, anybody can see that there was no chemistry there. Like it was a slow paced match. There's some parts where it picked up. I'm like, oh my god, this match is so fucking bad.
And like it didn't feel as personal as it should have. Like it didn't feel as personal as their promos.
It didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like before the Hall of Fame. I mean, Tiffany had an interview like, I'm so happy for this opportunity. I'm so happy for this opportunity that Charlotte Flair is my dream opponent at WrestleMania for my debut. Blah blah blah. Like, whoa. Where's the fire you had that past Friday where you were talking shit about her? Where's that at? Where'd that go?
They probably got a talking to. They probably got to sit down in the office, and they're like,
it's like, you made it so personal. It's just like, where's it at?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, all in all, to me that was the second worst match of night one for sure.
I liked it better. I mean, I liked Naomi and Jade's better than theirs. Like, even though like there were like a lot of moments, because like they at least have like a lot of chemistry where you're just like, okay, yeah. Like I didn't like their match.
Yeah, Jade and Naomi definitely had a better match than Tiffany and Charlotte, and that was for the women's championship, which is saying something, which is crazy. But I'm very happy that Tiffany won. She deserves a push, and I cannot wait to see where she's going to go next and who she's going to go after next. I know,
and they fixed her tooth real fast. Whatever happened there, I don't know. What happened. I don't know what happened. I was like,
I don't know what happened. I need to rewatch the match to see exactly what happened. I think Charlotte actually nicked her with a nice elbow, so I'll have to see it.
But, maybe she has veneers and like they had somebody there and they're like, let's get this back in. Like, let's.
Yeah.
Pop it back in.
Pop it back in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that when she was like, cause she had a nice bruise on the top of her head, and when she like when the match was over,
like she looked rough.
She is. I'm like, is she missing a tooth?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Is her tooth? Did her teeth get chipped?
Yeah. Jen was saying the same thing. I was like looking. I was like.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I was like, is it blood? Yeah. Is the tooth gone? Is it chipped? I'm so confused.
I thought it was, she had a bloody lip or something, but like, no, she actually had a chip there.
I actually liked her entrance. I remember I was watching. I liked it, and then I think like either she said or someone said at the end she looked like a busted Barbie doll, and I was like, she been through war. Fucking fucked up little, up little tooth, her little elbow fucked up.
Sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, she's like a Barbie.
Put her back in the box. Yeah, it looks like a toddler had her, like, you know, like a 2-year-old just fucked her up and tried to stick her back in the box. Like, she was all.
That's actually a good way to put it. That's actually a funny way to put it.
I was cracking up when I read that because I've seen so many memes and they're like, somebody said she said it, but I didn't fact check that. But I was like, she does look like a Barbie doll, poor thing. But she won. That's all that matters. She won.
She did. Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's all of our matches for night one except the main event. I forgot who I picked. I forgot who I said was gonna win.
Oh man, that main event was
Punk.
I picked Seth Rollins.
I think I might have said Seth. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. So me and a buddy who we talked about for like the lead up to this main event. Because like a buddy I work with, we were talking about this whole entire thing that's been going down. This was just something that like I had an epiphany about because of everything that's been going on, and then how like Roman Reigns and CM Punk has like a connection with Paul Heyman. I'm talking to him, like I'm talking to my buddy. I'm like, dude, what are the fucking odds that Seth Rollins is the next Paul Heyman guy? I knew it. I think I might have said it in here.
And he's like,
I didn't think he would be.
And he's like, oh shit, dude. Like, I could see it. Like, because this whole build up and with how everything's going on, especially with the promos with Seth and Paul leading up to the main event or leading up to WrestleMania, I'm like, is Seth gonna be like heel-ish and be like a Paul Heyman guy? Is he gonna go back to like his old like architect ways? Because when he dropped that line, what's best for business, I'm like, oh my god, is this really going to be real? Is this really going to be it? Is this really happening? So when I made the prediction of Seth Rollins being like the next Paul Heyman guy, I'm like, okay, my pick is definitely going to be Seth Rollins. Something's going to happen, but I didn't think it was going to be how it was because I thought it was going to be like something else, but no. But Paul Heyman got involved. I'm like, shit. And then it all went down. I'm like, oh man,
See,
I was so happy that like my prediction, my like quote unquote prediction that wasn't supposed to happen happened. I was like, no way.
Yeah, I thought for sure Paul was leaving with no one, and Seth was going to join Cena and The Rock.
Yeah,
I 100% thought that was going.
We had that conversation last time.
Yeah,
you
said that in the last
podcast. He was leaving.
No surprise.
Paul. I was like, nah, he's gonna leave with Paul.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was super happy that Seth won. Out of just like oh, I just have this epiphany with with Seth Rollins as the next Paul Heyman guy. Little did I know he's the next Paul Heyman guy. I'm like,
I enjoyed the fight, and I would have been happy if any one of them won. As I was watching it, I was like, anybody can take this. I'm not going to be disappointed. So when it happened that way, I was just like, all right.
I think that main event alone is what really made me love night one. Because that main event was just like, that was on my mind through the entirety of the end of the show. I'm like, oh my god, man! Like how this triple threat really was on par with last year's main event. I'm like, damn, dude! Like the build up, the storyline. I'm like, this is definitely on par with last year's main event of WrestleMania. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely like almost, or if not equal to it. So I was very satisfied with night one.
Yeah,
just from that main event alone, which is why I choose night one over night two, because of the main event.
I wish they would have switched the main events. I think night one should have been night two's main event.
I agree. Yes, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah. And the opening match with Jey Uso should have been the main event for night one.
Yeah.
That's just me, because my god, that main event for night two is underwhelming.
I did see like I think it was in Jen's chat because I was pumped I got to watch it with you. When they were doing like chokeouts and stuff, somebody in chat said, "You see, Gunther, this is how you hold on," or something. Like, because none of them were chapping. I was like, "Yeah, that's how you hold on, shit talkers." Oh man! All right, let's just jump right back into like night two. Let's start with Logan Paul and AJ Styles. I was happy that AJ didn't take the knuckles. That he was like, nah.
Karrion Kross was the best part of that match.
I agree. I agree.
I honestly think it's such a smart move with Logan.
Push that man. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
It's such a smart move, like with Logan, because he has so many millions of fans. It's definitely like a business move, I feel. And he did wrestle in high school, so it's not like he's just like one day woke up was like, I'm gonna wrestle. He at least like has like something in his back.
He's good
pocket.
In
the ring.
I just don't care about his character.
A lot of people are like, I hate him in real life, but you know what? He's he's good in the ring. But that's so smart because he has so many followers, and a lot of the followers probably didn't watch wrestling, and now he's bringing them all into wrestling. I didn't think, as I was watching it, I didn't think he was gonna win. I was like, he's winning a lot of this, but I feel like AJ Styles is gonna come back somehow and like, you know, humble him and win. Like if that I was watching it, I was like, I feel like Logan is not gonna win like towards the end. So when he, especially when the knuckles got thrown, I was like, he don't have his cheats. Don't got the cheat codes. And then he like won anyways. I was like, oh shit, I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So that match took away my perfect card, unfortunately. So I was very upset. Very upset that AJ did not win. So my prediction was the opposite. Yeah. I thought AJ was going to go heel and take up what Karrion Kross has been telling him for weeks about, you know, go to your evil ways, which I would love to see. I would love to hear that theme song, that TNA theme song again. Yeah, I was very disappointed, but to Jen's answer as well. Karrion Kross was easily the best part of that match. That involvement that he had with AJ was perfect. The build up to it, perfect. It's just Logan Paul won.
Yeah.
Kill me now.
I stopped having us rate these, but let's rate it.
5 out of 10.
I gotta like make little notes to myself, like make sure you ask.
It's a 5 out of 10. It's a 5 out of 10 with Karrion Kross. Without, it's 3 out of 10.
I give it.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4.
I didn't hate it. I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
It wasn't a bad match. It's just story is important to me as well, and I just didn't give a crap about the story.
I think that it's gonna keep going.
And it also breaks my heart that AJ's showing his age.
Yeah,
breaks my heart. It really does, because there's a couple moves that he was trying to do, and it just didn't look right. I'm like, oh no, AJ.
Oh, say it ain't so, Pa. Don't take old Yeller out.
Guy's 47. The guy's 47 now. He only has 2 years left, and he's done.
He's
Jeez.
still got some fight in him.
Yeah, because he's not wrestling past 50.
Mm.
Let's talk about Damian Priest's entrance.
Great match. Oh my god, that entrance is cool.
I thought of you.
I know.
I thought of you. I was like, oh, Joe's gonna love this.
Because Kerry King, Kerry King from Slayer, played it's actually Kerry King who wrote his song, who wrote his entrance song, and they're actually going on tour together, which is freaking amazing. So I'm biased. I love Damian Priest's entrance. I even love Drew McIntyre's entrance because it had Doomslayer.
He did have that was both those entrances are really good.
Both entrances were great because promoting the video game that comes out May 15th. Can't wait for that. Cannot wait for that game. And of course, being a metalhead, I have to appreciate Damian Priest's entrance because Kerry King is incredible guitarist, incredible songwriter. He can be a dickhead at times, but
that was the guy on the guitar. I didn't like that.
Yeah. So
it like sounded off. I don't know. So like something was wrong.
So I read up on it. So this is another reason why there's not a lot of live performances nowadays. Specifically, why the NFL will not get Metallica into the Super Bowl because of live performances. The guitar was the sound, whatever happened. Whatever happened, I don't know. I think Kerry King was pissed. For sure, because that was not supposed to sound like that.
Yeah, it sounded
It was
awful.
not supposed to sound like that. The tune was just not correct. So
yeah,
I thought it was
so bad.
Because at first I thought it was my speakers. I'm like, are my speakers fucking going? And then I rewinded, and then I rewinded it back. I'm like, oh shit, it's actually a freaking sound coming from the actual show. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I was listening to it, and I'm like, I'm not enjoying this. And like the guitar guy who just kept going, I'm like, this is so bad.
Can't stop.
I was like, is this right?
Yeah, because I knew something was wrong because when Living Color played for CM Punk's song, it was perfect. Nothing was wrong. It was perfect.
Yeah.
So it had to be something on the sound on the sound team's part that fucked up the tone for. But then again, Kerry King has a very distinct and very distorted tone for his guitar sounds. But that was awful. That was horrendous. Like I feel bad for Kerry King because that was a huge moment for both him and Damian. So I feel bad for Damian too. But at least when Damian's song played, it fixed itself. But that Kerry King solo was not great.
No.
What about the match though? I thought it was a great match.
Match was good. I like the match.
Good.
Drew tweeting again. I fucking
oh my god!
8 out of 10 match.
Oh, he's so funny.
I love it. Bored at work, LOL.
Still bored at work.
Yeah, still bored at work. That was definitely 8 out of 10 match for me. I loved it.
It was good. I liked the through the tables. Like
that scared me.
I was watching it and a lot of these matches when I was watching it, like that's like in the moment I'd be like, okay, I want this person to win, or oh, I don't really care, I'll be happy with either. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh, I really want Damian to win. And when we went through those tables, I was like, he ain't winning.
I was so scared during that.
I knew with the build up because Damian pretty much had the edge on Drew through the course of like the build up sessions. So I knew right then and there Drew was gonna win. Especially after the chokeslam onto the glass of the car. So I'm like, yeah, Drew's gonna win. But all in all, great match. I loved it. I'm a huge fan of both of them. It could have gone either way. But with how the story went, yeah, I was very happy Drew won. Yeah, he actually got he actually properly got his revenge on Damian after last year's WrestleMania. And yeah, I love the build. The build up was good. I liked it.
What about Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca?
Best match.
I loved it. It was a good match.
Yeah, it was so
the
good.
second best match of night 2, in my honest opinion. Definitely the best opening. Definitely the best women's opening match for WrestleMania for sure. There's something about triple threat matches that just click. I love the chemistry that all three of those ladies had.
So good.
So freaking amazing. I'm very happy Io won.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dance between all three of them. The entire match.
Fantastic match. And I also noticed that the spot that Rhea and Io did, with the reverse Alabama slam onto the LED post.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they did it this time around, because when they did it a couple weeks ago, there was like a little miscommunication on there. But I'm glad they were able to actually perfect it at the big stage, which is cool to see, because that was a cool spot that Io took. A reverse Alabama into the LED into the top of the ring post. That was a tough spot. So kudos to both those ladies for doing that. But yeah, I got to give Bianca her flowers too. She did amazing.
It's so
the
good.
back and forth, the transitions that each woman had. I mean, oh my god, like so good. Definitely,
and I loved,
9 out of 10 match.
I loved the ending too, because it ended perfectly, because none of them looked weak.
Yes, none of them looked
they
weak.
all
Yeah,
looked
you're
strong,
right.
and
They
Io
looked
won
strong.
clean. Like, oh, it was wonderful. Perfect.
Yep.
I felt
9 out of
Bianca's
10 match.
slap though, when with that hair. I said, "Ooh, I can feel that."
Oh
dude.
yeah, the whip,
the hair whip.
Yeah, I was like,
I
oh,
love
dude.
Brutal.
I'm like saying in my head, when's she gonna break it out? When's she gonna do it? Is she gonna break out the hair whip or what?
Yeah.
And then she hit it on Rhea. I'm like, yep, there it is.
Every time she does a hair whip, like, because obviously I'm a potato. Behind this potato, I'm indigenous. A lot of my cousins, like, we have like long hair. I've definitely been slapped with a braid in my life, and it fucking hurts. You think it wouldn't, but that shit hurt. It hurts so bad.
It sounds like
it hurts. And so when she did it, I was like, PTSD. I was like, I know that hurts.
It's literally like rolling up a wet paper towel and just like.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
God.
ooh. I love when she whips people with their hair. Cracks me up.
I honestly expected the echo to be louder, but knowing that there's 60,000 people and it's a stadium, I knew the echo wasn't going to be that crazy loud. But imagine hearing that in an arena with 15,000 people. I'm like, oh my god, the crack on that would have been insane.
Yeah, that stadium is big, and it's really like tall too, and so
it's like 4 rafters high. It's definitely 60. Oh shit. The hell was that?
Is it Joe Henry?
No, something. I don't know what the hell that was. But
is it Bug?
I know what it was.
It's his nipples. Did your balls fall?
No,
Oh,
9
okay.
out of 10. 9 out of 10 match.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm gonna give it a 9.5. It was a
9
very
out of
solid
10
match.
for me too. Dude, he's probably freaking adjusting his freaking wig right now.
No, my games fell.
Your
Oh, no.
games, not the ladies.
It's alright.
We can just blame JD.
Yeah,
don't worry, Jen. We only got to go over 4 more, and then you get some nappy naps, some sleepy sleeps.
All good. I napped earlier. Just one of them days.
What the dog doing?
It's definitely one of them days.
Do I have what the dog doing on here? Oh, thought I had what the dog doing.
Okay. I'm good. That was odd.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You did it, Joe?
I did it, yes.
We did it, Joe.
We did it. We did it.
Oh man, yeah, good match. Becky Lynch. I literally, because for night 2, I couldn't watch with Jen at all, so I literally left what I was doing. I think, no, I was working at this point, but it was dead slow because Easter, so luckily nobody was there. I exited out of Peacock, went right into Jen's stream, and I was like, "How happy are you?" Like.
I was so happy to see Becky Lynch back and to hear her song. I just wish it was in a different way. I really just did not care about
bedroom?
that match. Oh my god. Jesus. That's Rhea or Stephanie.
Oh my. Yeah, Liv Morgan, Raquel.
Another underwhelming match.
Yeah.
But I knew, when I found out that Bayley got hurt, so I had 2 possibilities of who was going to replace her. It was Becky Lynch, or it was going to be Alexa Bliss.
Who would you have preferred, or were you happy? Or did it not matter?
I didn't really. I personally, I don't care for Becky Lynch. I never really did. Because I think she's overrated. No offense, that's where I said it.
She's my
Not
first
the
favorite.
man.
I think
Not
she's
the man.
I honestly think Becky Lynch is overrated. But
I don't
after
know
what
about
happened
her,
tonight,
so
I may change things around.
I'll have to
May change
watch.
things around, especially what happened tonight. But yeah, it was either Alexa Bliss or it's gonna be Becky Lynch. I would have been more happy with Alexa because she hasn't been on TV in freaking a couple weeks. But I know
Wow.
she's celebrating her anniversary with her husband, so I could let that slide.
She could have
But-
celebrated in Vegas. What the hell?
Yeah, but you know. But yeah, I was it was either I knew I had a funny feeling that because as soon as I saw Becky, I'm like, they're gonna give her the fucking tag titles, are they? Little did I know, or little did I do know that they did give her the titles with Lyra Valkyrie. So, but that didn't last long.
I liked her
Yeah.
entrance. I liked Lyra's
Lyra Valkyrie.
entrance.
I love
loved
Lyra
it.
Valkyrie's entrance, man. I am slowly becoming a fan of hers. Slowly becoming a fan.
She's someone I think is overrated. I think she's really good in the ring. She's just so, I don't know. I don't mean to sound mean. She's just boring. Like, she has no personality. I'm like, do
Well,
something. Give us something other than
honestly,
feathers.
Yeah, honestly, that's honestly, if I'm going to make this a big hot take, usually anybody that comes from NXT gets buried. And that's exactly what's happening with Lyra Valkyrie right now because she was incredible and she was honestly incredible in NXT. Now she's like,
That's what I've heard.
okay. She's the inaugural IC champion. IC champion barely has defended it.
Yep.
And they're pretty much treating her like a jobber, especially what happened, tonight. Like, okay. She's
Yeah.
the IC champion. She's the IC champion, but yet, it only took 24 hours for her to lose the tag titles. Cool.
Damn,
Yeah.
who'd they lose to? Tell me.
Liv and Raquel?
Oh, they
Yeah,
took it
Liv and
right.
Raquel.
They took it right back.
I feel like
times.
all of this tonight could
Yeah.
have happened at WrestleMania. It
Yeah.
would have been way more interesting.
Agreed.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Yeah.
That's what my coworker says.
I don't know, man. I just watch it.
I love to hate Liv Morgan. Like, I like her in WWE, but I love to hate her. She talks shit and I just want to be like, bitch, but then also I'm like, I need it. Like,
She's awesome. She's been killing it.
So
good.
Liv, I have to give Liv her flowers, man. She's been on a roll lately, and I can't take that away from her. Even Raquel, I can't take that. I can't take anything away from Raquel either. I mean, even though she's like a lot of people treat her like as like a afterthought,
an
which is a
enforcer,
shame. Because,
basically.
yeah,
Mhm.
and like knowing what she's gone through in her life, it's kind of like people forget that she had a very serious skin cancer. She had serious skin cancer.
She had skin
that she just-
cancer? Oh my gosh.
It was
Maybe
close
she had a
to
skin
cancer.
condition.
Yeah, it was close to
Something
getting.
horrible.
It was getting to the point where it was almost considered cancer, but she was
Wow.
able to get through it. But
That's
it was
crazy.
it was scary because like she was unrecognizable
Yeah.
when she was having that skin condition. That was rough for her.
hmm
And the fact that when she came back, people just didn't give a shit, which is a shame. And then being with Liv, she's getting that notoriety that she actually deserves, and she's been killing it in the ring.
Yeah.
But yeah, now they're the only 4-time tag team women's champions in the company's history. Like after tonight.
I honestly
But,
don't know much about any of them. Only Liv.
Mhm.
Like, they're all new to me, even though they're not new, just because I spent so much time not watching wrestling. So for me, I was
Yeah.
just like, I was literally just watching the match, like, just to watch the match, and I only really knew, like, Liv. And I've seen, like, stuff on YouTube of Becky and Seth, like, when they do stuff together, and I think they're a cute couple. But that's, like, all I know. I've never, like, that was, like,
Yeah,
my first time
and
seeing
it's
her
so
wrestle.
and it's so funny how they're both heels now. Love it.
Yeah. Yep.
Excellent. Braun
But
Breaker. Oh, go ahead. Give me a rating.
But overall, that match was a 4 out of 10.
I agree with that. Yep.
I'm gonna just agree with y'all, just because I don't know enough. So I'm like, yeah.
Now we're getting into the good stuff.
I saved my last. You know what? Yeah.
Best match of the night. Best
Braun Breaker?
match of the freaking night. The Fatal 4-Way match for the IC title was easily the best match of WrestleMania Night 1.
I thought Finn was gonna win.
No, I knew Dominic was gonna win. I knew he was gonna win.
I wanted Dom to win. I was okay with any of them winning, but I wanted Dom to win.
Yeah,
so I'm very happy.
I liked that he won. I liked his interviews after they were cracking me up.
He's so good.
I didn't mind that he won. Yeah.
He's so good.
You know, people were cheering him, and he's still talking shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. And then he was doing an interview, and people were like, "You deserve it," and I was like, "Look at them giving it to him," and he's still like,
giving him
"Fuck
flowers,
you guys!"
Man.
He's like, "No, I must stay. I must stay my heel."
Telling Big E's already better than him, and
yeah, I'm already better than you. That's great. Yeah, because like that moment where he won the championship and he ran out of the ring, him going back was impromptu. Like he was like, "What am I doing?" He literally ran back in the ring and just to have his moment because like he just first major title.
He's used to losing. He was like,
he's like, "Oh shit, you guys are cheering for me!" Runs right over and just like he gets easily the biggest pop in the night.
I'm happy for him and his mullet. Good for them.
Yep.
Good for him and his mullet.
I'm happy for Dom.
Him and his William.
So that was I have to go on a limb. That was a 10 out of 10 match.
I enjoyed the whole thing. Were there moments in that match that you just like were you like, hell yeah?
Braun Breaker spearing Carlito on the other side of the table 15 feet.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
That's why it's a 10 out of 10 because Braun Breaker made it a 10 out of 10. Even Penta fucking held his own too.
I did see his spear tonight. I watched the end of Raw.
I fell asleep when I saw Finn. I'm like, coup de grace, cool.
I like Finn.
Finn bored me.
I think
like Finn, go back to the demon, Finn. Go back to the demon.
Please do.
And why is your name spelled weird?
What do you mean?
Like why are you missing an I? Why are you missing the A? Where's your name at?
You're
missing the double A's and Balor. You're missing the I's and the N's and Finn. Like, where are you at? What are you doing?
Don't be a hater against my Finn.
Fucking Finn, man.
Stupid idiot.
I saw somebody say that Finn should join with Seth. Because I did watch the end of Raw. Once I realized Joe was watching, I was like, "I'll watch the end of this."
Very happy with the outcome of Raw tonight. Very happy.
That was wild. I did not see that coming.
He was a freaking freight train. He was like with the spear. I was like, "What a guy!" The guy, this tank guy.
That just goes to show. Braun is getting the opportunities at the big time now, which means Which means now. He's going after the world. He's going after the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's also going after the WWE Championship as well. Multiple opportunities for this guy now. Mm-hmm. He's going after the big shots now.
I'm excited to see.
No more big calls for him.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who else they bring on.
He's a Paul Heyman guy.
Oh,
he's a Paul Heyman guy.
I want Rikishi to stick his butt cheeks in Paul Heyman's face again. Just. I sent it to Jen. I was like, I don't know if I sent it to you, Joe, but I sent it to Jen for sure, and I was like. This is what I want to happen to Paul. And he was like, I'm going to send it to you after this. And he's like, ah! And then Rikishi just like, and I was like, that's what he deserves. His little fucking weak ass little ponytail he used to rock back in the day. Oh my gosh. So what? I'm going to talk about it.
Go ahead. Talk about it. I know exactly the next match you're talking about.
Go ahead, play the sound if you think you know.
I don't have it. I don't have it on my freaking soundboard.
You don't got any sound on your soundboard?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
Say his name and
I was so happy.
I was happy for Joe. And I was like, I know Joe's probably like, Taco hates us. I loved it. I still am going to be against him because I spent too much time hating, so I have to stay a hater inside Twitch. But when it was him, I was like, oh, they're giving it to him. And like the crowd was so loud. It was like one of the loudest sounds like that they made that night.
It was second behind Dom's.
Yeah, it was so. I was like, he needs to be in
Biggest pop of the
WWE.
weekend. Dom had easily the biggest pop of the weekend for sure. Joe Hendry had the second biggest pop, 100%.
They need to move him over.
No,
I wish they would.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time at this point. I think he only has like a year and a half left in his TNA contract, and he's probably getting moved over soon. I would say by like the beginning of 2026, he's gonna be in WWE. But no, I was very happy for Joe Hendry, man. I mean, he's really, literally the biggest superstar, right? The biggest wrestler in wrestling right now. And the fact that they gave him the opportunity to show himself at WrestleMania was huge. Not only for him, but for TNA as well.
Yeah.
For the first time ever in WWE history, a outside company's main title has made its appearance in WrestleMania. And without synonymous, the TNA World Championship that's a big deal for that title to be a part of WrestleMania. And it's a big deal for TNA as well. So the fact that Randy Orton had no idea this was happening, like this was this like Randy Orton like straight up said he had no idea that Seth Hendry was going to come around until it actually happened. Before the match even started, behind the current gorilla type stuff, he didn't know about it until he actually appeared. He said his name, he appears. But even though it was a very short match, I'm very happy for both Randy and Joe because they are currently my favorite superstar. They're currently my favorite wrestlers right now. Especially Randy. I've always been a huge fan of Randy. His 20th match at WrestleMania, which is huge for him. And he literally pushed Joe Hendry to stardom from that match.
I loved the ending, like
and the
picking
the
him
RKO.
up.
RKO out of nowhere.
Yeah, I loved him picking it
got
up, talking to him a little bit, and like showing him off to the crowd, and then he just RKO'd him, and he was just like night night.
And then when Randy turned around and hit his pose,
yes, that cracked me up. I loved it. I thought it was like a very silly, like one of those like in between matches, and I seen people hating, but I was like, I loved it. I loved the in between, like just like the silliness of it, and like bringing him out, and just like I don't know if they're like testing to see like how much like we enjoy him, like fans and stuff, but everybody was like,
I can't hear this freaking headset, dude. I gotta figure this out. Sorry. You guys can't hear his.
Let's talk about him. I bet that wig is fake.
I think it is.
Hello?
Ugh.
Hello?
In the middle of my conversation, and all of a sudden, boop, no audio.
I was just saying that I really like enjoyed that match, and can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yep, I can hear you now.
I was saying I enjoyed it, and like a lot of people were hating, but I love that it was like just this like silly in between thing.
Yeah.
I really liked it. You know what? I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for the feelings. Like obviously the match wasn't that long, but just like the feelings and like knowing all like my friends who love Joe Hendry, I was like, oh, they gotta be enjoying it. It's like when you have like little kids in your life and you like watch them do something that they like, and like that feeling you like get when you like watch them like open Christmas presents or like go to a theme park or just like do something brand new and they're pumped. Like I just felt like all my friends were like, oh, there he is. Like Lightning McQueen. So I like the silly in betweenness, and yeah, I thought it was a good little silly match, and I hope they switch him over. He has a charismatic to be WWE, to be like in like
sure. It's only a matter of time.
And like everybody loves him. The second his sound went off, everyone was like, "Yeah!"
I will never forget the time where he actually debuted in NXT, and that pop that he got that shook the camera was, oh man, incredible moment. So I'm excited.
When I saw
I'm
him,
I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen next for him?
When I saw him, I out loud said, "Ain't no way! Ain't no way!"
Because like I had like a couple names in my head. I'm like, are they gonna bring back? I'm like, are they gonna bring back Rusev for WrestleMania? Because he came back tonight. Kind of another underwhelming return for Rusev, if I'm being honest.
I don't
he
even
should
know
have
who
been.
he is.
Me neither.
So Rusev, oh yeah, this was way before you started watching. He got released way before you started watching wrestling, Jen. He got released like in 2020 before, like he got released during the pandemic. And he was in AEW for a little while, but look him up. Just look up Rusev Day on YouTube. You'll find out more. But he was with the company for a while before he got released. But yeah, I was very happy he came back. It's unfortunate that it was a very underwhelming return because he was involved with the New Day and Alpha Academy, and the Alpha Academy are kind of like whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with him. We'll see what happens. See what he's going to get lined up with. I'm pretty sure they're going to throw him in the IC title ring or the IC title picture. So I have a feeling he's going to be thrown into that. But we'll see. We'll see.
Talk about our last match, and they can let you guys go. I said 30 minutes, but we just be talking a lot. I thought this would only take 30. I guess we're just we're just too good of friends, guys. John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Are you good? I think he's deaf.
Oh.
I'm gonna play the Jeopardy theme right here. Like, get copyright though, because it's going on too long. Look at him. Look at his chair. He got that chair this year.
It's a nice chair.
It's a nice chair.
Yeah, it is.
What a chair, that chair. Oh, okay.
Thank you. USB outlet. There it is. All right.
I had to wet
I'm
my
back.
lips. What yeah, the John Cena, Cody Rhodes, I do think should have been night
Underwhelming
one.
match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was it was underwhelming, but to be fair, John Cena said he was going to ruin wrestling for us.
Well,
And he
ruined
did.
that match.
So, I mean, checks out.
I liked his entrance. I like that he literally just like walked out with nothing.
Yeah. He did it again
And
tonight.
I liked Cody Rhodes' entrance. I thought it was good.
Oh, his mask when it dropped open.
I liked
Oh,
both their
I loved it.
entrance. I loved him going over and giving his little girl little hug, and his wife and his mom and his sister. I thought that was cute. I love when they do stuff like that. I think it's cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, the match, I think it should have been night one.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was. God, that match was fucking awful. It was fucking awful. The best part of that match was Cody Rhodes' entrance when he had that freaking Iron Man skull helmet.
Yeah. And then Travis Scott didn't even get his receipt. I mean, he did, but he just took a crossroads. It's like, okay. I
Yeah,
want to see him get slapped. Dang it. Like, he deserved to be slapped.
Like, what the fuck?
I know some people don't like when like some of the musicians like have been coming in lately, but I kind of like it because they like, yeah, they're musicians, but like at the end of the day, a lot of them are like us, where they like grew up with like wrestling, or they enjoyed wrestling, and like now they're at like a stage in their life where they're like, oh, like I can actually get to go do this because of like who I am, and like that has to be exciting. Like they gotta feel like little kids in those moments.
I don't get the vibe that Travis Scott is a big wrestling fan. Is he? It doesn't come off that way.
I don't even know. I don't even know who the hell he is.
What?
He sings the Fiend song, which I hate.
You know who the fuck he is?
He's a rapper.
Yeah,
exactly. No wonder I don't know him.
Joe doesn't listen to rap. I like Travis
really?
Scott. I like Travis Scott. I like it. I
like
his
a couple
music.
of his songs.
Yeah,
but...
I don't listen to I don't go buy his albums or like download every song he has, but he's not bad. But also, like, I think sometimes wrestling fans don't look like wrestling fans. Like, if I see Joe, I'm like, that guy's a wrestling fan.
The way he acts, like he just doesn't come off.
That's what we said about Bad Bunny. Now look at him, dude's a freaking maniac in the ring.
He was so good.
Yeah,
he was.
Bad Bunny is easily the best I've seen outside of Logan Paul.
Yeah. I don't know what he's saying, but I love him.
Oh my god.
I'll
I don't even
download.
I don't
I gotta
even know what he's
download
saying, but I love
Duolingo.
him.
You know, I've been
I don't
doing
even saying, but I
Duolingo.
love him.
I love them. You talking shit? I'm like, yeah. See,
That's
I
right.
agree. Oh my gosh! Well, thanks for being on, guys. I would love to do this again. Maybe like next year at some point during maybe like the Royal Rumble or something. Like maybe like a non 2-night thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had fun. I had fun returning to like the podcast, like officially. Got like the new stuff, the potatoes above your guys' heads, my head, the little desk, everything good. I should put the little put my microphone on, my little moth microphone. But yeah, no, I had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Thanks for being on. Joe, I know you had a long day at work.
Thanks for having me.
Jen, I know you streamed for 3 hours, came immediately on here. Hopefully you get some sleep right after this. Joe, I know is probably gonna play a game, eat some Tommy Tim's, take a little shower.
Yeah, I've been just like chilling. I've just been watching just like stuff on Netflix and all the like other stuff. That's it.
I'm gonna go stream
But I've been playing
Schedule
Ghost.
1 probably.
I just downloaded Ghost of Tsushima, so I've been playing that. I've been taking a break from Monster Hunter Wilds because I practically did everything in the game.
I gotta do it, but the Schedule 1's got me. Got a hold on me.
I'm just pretty much waiting for next week for the new monster to come out, so we're waiting for that.
I can't wait. Can't wait to watch. I
But
enjoy watching you beat up the monsters.
Well, I won't be back streaming till the following week, so.
I know, but you're still gonna show. Well, even if you're not streaming and you're in the thing, I still go in there and watch. Because when I go in there, you'll be like, "Do you want me to share screen?"
Hold on. Actually, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. No, the monster does come back the monster does come back. The monster does release when I come back to streaming. Yeah, so yeah, because we're playing Monster Hunter that Thursday. Okay. Well, never mind.
Well, then I am.
Never mind.
See.
I come back the 30th. So May 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta work that day, but I will be back by the time you actually stream though.
Yay!
Extra hours. Yeah, thanks guys. I will put all your links below again. If you guys are on Twitch, as you can see below their names, their Twitch names, Rocker_Joe, Smidjen.
Yes,
Joe,
give us a follow. Give us a follow.
Yeah, give them a follow. I actually get to mod for both of them, so I be in there. Be in there. I be acting Wild and Joe's. I keep it more together in Jen's, but I be Wild and Joe's. Joe plays on Wednesdays Clone Hero. You can request songs. I like to go in there and ask him to play Wonderwall just for shits and giggles. He usually does it. Obliges.
And I play it 5 times. Yeah, and I play it 5 times faster than normal speed just to
get it over with. Thursdays right now it's been Monster Hunters, but it's also just gaming, whatever he feels like gaming.
Yeah. So like if I'm bored of Monster Hunter Wilds, or well, not bored, like burnt out to play Monster Hunter Wilds,
yeah.
I am currently still trying to beat Silent Hill 2 before Doom Dark Ages comes out, because that's the next game we're going to be playing on Thursdays. But yeah, I'm still trying to beat Silent Hill 2. But
what mode are you on? You're on hard mode or normal?
I'm on normal. Yeah. I'm just playing it to beat it. That's pretty much what it is.
I'm doing easy because I ain't built like that. You know, I need my puzzles to have less, which I like that they did separate the puzzles
I do like
by
that.
the level, so I can watch
I give Konami credit for doing that. They're not really known for doing stuff like that, so I give them credit.
So I can watch because the codes you get are not the codes that I have, so I'm like, excellent. And then Fridays,
Fridays are wrestling days.
Fridays wrestling.
Yes, MFW Wrestling or it's my custom eFed wrestling show I put on every Friday at 10 p.m. EST. So yeah, instead of me watching SmackDown, I'm doing that.
And me and Jen are both in there.
Yeah. You both are there. You both are featured and are wrestling. Yeah.
I'm trying to make me and Jen heels. I'm trying to make us both bad. I want to go behind the stage and smack Jess or something, turn heel against Jess. Don't tell her though, because I love her for life.
That's okay. I got you. I won't tell her.
And then Jen does the reactions right now to live though. So Mondays Raw, and you just added on Tuesdays
NXT, yeah.
That's new.
So happy. Yes, finally.
Yeah.
Speaking of NXT, Stand and Deliver stole the whole entire weekend. The whole entire weekend.
I didn't
10 out
watch
of
that
10
was
show.
such a good show. Yes.
9.5 out of 10 show. There was kind of a little bit. There's a little bit of issues in the one match, but we're not going to talk about it because the reason why it's a 9.5 out of 10 because the Fatal 4-Way match with the women, Jordan and Grace had some spots that were kind of meh, so 9.5 out of 10. But other than that, easily better than freaking WrestleMania. That triple threat match at Stand and Deliver is quite possibly the greatest triple threat match I've ever seen in modern day wrestling. It's up there. It's up there with AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels from Unbreakable 2005. Highly recommend you watch that match too if you haven't seen that match, Jen.
I have not.
You need to watch it. The first and only 5-star match in TNA.
You should send that to me, the link. Or no, you should send it to me. And I don't know if you're in Jen's Discord. Are you in Jen's Discord?
I'm not, no.
Okay, so send it to me and I'll go put it in her Discord. And then on Thursdays, she not always, because life be lifing.
Yeah.
But like it's been like, like every other Thursday, sometimes every Thursday, just depends on what's going on. She does reactions, so people can put whatever videos in there. So if you send me the info on that, Joe, I'll put it in there. And we can watch her.
All right, yeah, I'll send you the video.
We can watch her reaction.
Yes.
But again, it's not every Thursday. It's just like when she can, because life be lifing. And on Friday, SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yep, and then PLEs where those happen.
Yeah, when those happen. She's been going these past few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Jen to see prime 2000s AJ Styles. That's gonna be good.
Yep.
So tomorrow she'll be watching. Wednesday nothing. Hopefully Thursday you take another break. Hopefully you don't.
I might. It's been a long
week
weekend.
so far. Yeah.
I'm actually very happy you only react to WWE stuff because my God. So glad you're not doing AEW as well. Because AEW is rough.
No.
I give that company 2 years tops and they're done.
Wow. Yeah, they're a little too intense for me. I don't like all that.
For all the wrong reasons too.
Yeah.
For all the wrong reasons, they're doing things that are literally unnecessary.
This seems super dangerous. I don't know. That's not for me.
Oh my God.
Very unsafe company.
I forgot to push start recording.
No, you did not.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I knew she was fucking.
I would have left. I'm done.
I knew she was messing
Try
with
again
us.
tomorrow.
It's like as soon as she said, "Oh my God," and I saw her face, I'm like, "What are you doing?" But no, I knew Jen was gonna. I knew
she'd fall for it.
I would have walked away.
You would have. You know, on SmackDown they're gonna do the Ligma match.
I'm not.
I've done it too many times to her. I've done it too many times.
I was waiting. I looked at Jen. I'm like, "Oh, she goes all right." I know. I saw her face. She was
I knew it was like 50-50. I'm like, I've done it kind of a lot.
She had that look of a fox. She's like, "Nope."
I can't say anymore because now she's just ready for it. I'll save it for another day.
Yeah.
Wait a couple days. I'll forget all about this.
Oh, yeah.
She'll put it in the back pocket.
All right, guys. So I will definitely put your guys' links below again. Hey, Jen, knock knock.
Who's there?
Not us again. Oh, I stopped recording, but now we're back. Joe, you had something to say to the people?
Oh yes, guys, do us a favor. Hold this for us.